Barakath Yahweh, Barakath Yahweh Shah, Barakath Yahweh, Barakath Yahweh Shah, Barakath Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rekar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, and a sincere Akim pushing his word, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. I'm the brother Mayim from the Philadelphia Plain Tables Camp. Back here with a little testimony on the experience I had with my uncle today. You know, he came to me bragging and boasting about him taking the 3-pointer, and he wearing his badge of honor around his neck. You know, and everybody he see, he's showing them, you know, that he's covered by by taking the 3-pointer. You know, and it vexed me to my soul, to my spirit to see, you know, that Jake running around here trusting in his enemy, what's going to lead him, you know, to be destroyed. And there's no way, you know, somebody that's 60 years old is supposed to be running around here bragging about, you know, him taking the 3-pointer. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be teaching me, you know, and his children, his grandchildren, you know, to stay away from the 3-pointer. You know, to trust in the Lord. You know, but you know, 2/3 of our people gonna be destroyed because we trust in our enemies. You know what I mean? And we don't know where we at. We think we free. We comfortable with having a first-class room on the Titanic. You know, and Jake is just through, man. You know, and only thing that's gonna cleanse Jake of his madness is the ICBMs. And they'll be here shortly, Lord willing. Because, you know, we looking for and we hastening to the coming of the day of our Lord. And with that, you know, he's bringing destruction along with him. And he's also going to deliver the elect. So, you know, Jake is through, man. So I'm going to go to Jeremiah 2, verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. You know, so the Lord separate. He made us a holy seed. Holy means separate. So, you know, he separated us from the nations and made us holy by giving our ancestors, you know, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know, that blessing and that covenant and the promise, you know, that we're going to inherit the kingdom forever. You know, and then he also gave us the law, statutes, and commandments so that we can live by him and we could prosper, you know, and have a long and healthy lives from generation to generation. But being as though we didn't follow that, you know, now Jake running around here with his pants sagging and knuckle dragging and thinking he winning, thinking he in a good situation, you know. And when we see Jake like that, we see that he fell way off. And 2/3 of them, you know, this word, they're not gonna hear it, because if they can't see it, touch it, or taste it, then, you know, Jake don't want to hear it because he don't have no faith. But yeah, Jeremiah 2, verse 21. Yet I planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? You know, so when the Lord see us, we see 2/3 of Israel. You know, they are a strange vine unto him. You know. Yeah, and I'm gonna jump to Isaiah 36, verse 6. Isaiah 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Because any form of medicine or ways that, you know, Sleazy E gonna heal you is a broken reed. You know, because he never made a cure for anything. Because his whole thing is he needs you to be sick so he can get rich off of you. So, you know, when you trust in that broken reed, then that means, you know, you're not you through. You know? And 2/3 of Israel is fucking through, man. Wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. You know? So trusting in Egypt is trusting in your enemy. You know? Because our enemy have all forms of ways that he's trying to destroy us. You know, starting with Eve. He tell Eve it's okay for her to have abortions. So we have the highest abortion rate here in America. So once we escape that trap, he tell Eve it's okay to not to breastfeed your children. So now, you know, they're feeding their children Similac, so your brain not growing properly. Then once you make it out of the Similac stages, they want to inoculate you with all these poisons, which has numerous amounts of side effects. Then once you escape that, they put you in the food system and teaches you that your genesis began with slavery. So now you got low self-esteem and you destined for self-destruction because you hate yourself because you think you're nothing but a slave. And, you know, then once you escape that, he pumped drugs and guns in your community and a whole bunch of weaponized music and movies and turn you into a complete demon. So now you out here walking around with your pants hanging down, you killing each other at an alarming rate. You know, and then he created a prison industrial complex where 80% of the people there are so-called blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. You know, and then once you escape that, he want to hit you with the yab. You know, so he just got all forms of ways that he's trying to destroy you, and the only way that we gonna make it through those traps is the Spirit of the Lord. You know, because the elect, you know, is gonna make it through all that, through all those forms of traps and pitfalls. You know, so the point of this lesson is never trust your enemy, because your enemy is he's set out to destroy you. You know, it's all spiritual. It all goes back, you know, to the blessing when Jacob and Esau. You know, and he want the blessing back, but he know he can't get it in his spirit. So guess what? He's gonna try to destroy us in any way he can. And because our people are ignorant to the fact that this is a spiritual war, you know, they gonna trust in him and succumb to all his traps. So, you know, the hopeful elect, you know, we not gonna fall for it. You know, we not gonna fall for none of his little stupid ass tricks. So, you know, with that being said, I pray that, you know, we would edify it. Until next time, Shalom.